Welcome back to Steve's the Chronic. We're gonna have a quick video today. I just got a little something I want to go over with y'all on. It's a brief overview of my my concentrated E Liquid. With this one, I've shown y'all before on another video what these are, but I haven't shown y'all how I make them, and that's what I'm going to go over today. And I want to start off by saying I have two different methods. I use something called wax liquidizer for some, and I use EJ mix for others. I don't know why I have two different things I use, but it's I couldn't give you a straight answer. I really don't know why I use two different methods, but it's worked out for me so far. When I'm looking to make a lot more and kind of stretch it further, I use the wax liquidizer, and I put it in one of these. When I'm looking for to keep it as concentrated as possible and keep the potency as much as possible, I use the EJ mix because it uses less mixture, so your concentrate isn't diluted as much. But when they're finished, you put it in these little oil cartridges in these, and I just set them up and keep them for whenever I'm ready to use them. The method that I use is not the method that is given on the instructions, because I don't want to put my concentrate in the microwave. I cook food in the microwave. I don't necessarily trust the microwave to cook my food the right way, but I'm definitely not gonna risk the money that is spent on concentrates in the microwave. So what I do is I put my I get a double boil setup and I put it on the stove. You want to keep the water in the double boil setup just below boiling. You want that kind of the bubbles on the bottom, but you don't want that rolling boil, because you're going to start heating up your stuff too much and it's going to start burning off terpenes, and you don't want that. You want to put your wax in the bowl. On the liquidizer, the wax liquidizer, you use 2 milliliters for every gram of concentrate, and on the EJ mix you use a 1-to-1, so you use 1 gram of concentrate and 1 mil of liquid. And you put the wax in the bowl, and you stir it. You want to keep it in like a shot glass, or like a little serving bowl, like a little glass, like ranch cup or something. And you want to let that get good and melted, and then you add your wax liquidizer. You would add, if you wanted to do it this way, you would add 2 mils, and you want to keep it. You want to keep that heat going. You want to stir it and stir it and stir it and stir it until you're sure you've got it, and then stir a little bit more, because it still works. But as you can see in my container, I have some that kind of stuck to the side and it wasn't completely mixed up. It still works, and it works great, but it could be better. So just make sure you stir, you stir, you stir. The only difference between this EJ mix and wax liquidizer is the ratio. The method is the same for mixing them together. After you finish mixing it, you want to take a syringe, like a small, like kitchen syringe or something, like a medical dropper or something, and you want to get that oil, and you either want to add it to a container or you want to add it to a pen. Now, if you add it to a container, you're going to want to add it to a container that has a little tip on it, so you can add it into these pens a whole lot easier later on. If you add it directly to the pens at the end, then you're going to want a like a blunt tip syringe. I'll post a link to everything you need to make your, kind of put together your own kit. I will post separate links for the EJ mix and the wax liquidizer to if you want to go and get your own. And I will post a very descriptive blog post that I did on my blog over at seizethechronic .blogger.com, I believe. Blogger or Blogspot. It's Seize the Chronic at Blogspot. And then Seize the Chronic on Twitter and on Facebook. Alright. I guess I'll finish off the video by doing a little hit off this one. Alright. And I've been going, if you have a mod by chance, I've been changing mine between 5 and 4, usually somewhere between 4.5 and 5. The runnier oil can be run, ran at a little bit lower wattage, but the thicker stuff needs to be at a little bit higher because it takes a little more to burn off. There's kind of a magic spot you have to find once you make your oil or whatever. It's just kind of, but if you use these pens you can't get sometimes it's a little hard to feel like you've got a good hit, but you're never going to burn your oil with these things. These things only allow you to hit it for a 5-second period at a time, and it will automatically cut off after 5 seconds, so you can't hit it any longer than that. But a big mistake I've made, and a friend of mine made recently the other day, was putting it on one of these mods and not paying attention to the wattage. We both burned one out. We were just talking about him burning his out, and I screwed mine onto mine and didn't change it back from another setting, and it burned it up. Luckily I was able to recover the oil that was inside and still use it, but the pen, this physical piece right here, is ruined. So just be mindful of your wattage that you're using, and go check out my blog. Thank y'all very much. See y'all next time. That's not too bad. Alright, y'all have a great day.